You know, in the world of AI, a single year can feel like a decade. The entire landscape has been completely turned on its head, and the players you thought were dominating, well, they've been dethroned. Today, we're jumping right into the AI wars of 2026 to unpack the massive power shift that has changed absolutely everything.
So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at the AI gold rush to see who's really at the top of the mountain. Then, we're digging into the strategy behind Anthropic's insane rise. After that, we'll get practical and figure out which of the top 3 AIs is the right one for you. And finally, we'll check out OpenAI's big comeback kid, GPT-5, and talk about what it all means for the future.
All right, let's get into it. For what felt like forever, OpenAI was the undisputed king of AI, right? But in the really high-stakes world of enterprise AI, a new challenger has not just emerged, they've taken over.
So if I asked you, who's winning the AI race right now in 2026? Your brain probably jumps straight to OpenAI. And look, for a while there, you would have been 100% right. But things have changed a lot. This chart pretty much tells the whole story. Anthropic, a company that was actually founded by former OpenAI execs, now controls a staggering 40% of the enterprise market. They've left both OpenAI and Google scrambling behind them. Honestly, this is one of the most unbelievable market reversals we've ever seen in the software world.
So, how in the world did Anthropic pull off this incredible upset? Well, it wasn't an accident. It was all about a brilliant, laser-focused strategy. Okay, so it all comes down to this. While OpenAI was playing checkers, going after millions of individual subscribers one by one, Anthropic was playing chess. They focused on the big-ticket, high-value enterprise market. And it turns out, that's a way more profitable and stable business model. They're building these deep, sticky relationships with huge companies that need incredibly powerful and reliable tools. And the speed of their success is just mind-blowing. Look at these numbers. They went from $1 billion in revenue at the end of 2024 to over $5 billion just 8 months later. And their target for 2026? A massive $20 to $26 billion. That's not just growth, that is pure hypergrowth. And one of the biggest engines for this growth was their specialized coding assistant, Claude Code. This thing became a billion-dollar product in only 6 months. It just goes to show you that in this new AI landscape, being a specialist is how you win. Okay, so we've seen the battle for the big businesses. But what does all this corporate drama mean for us? The people actually using this stuff every day. Let's break down how the top 3 AI models actually stack up for the work you do. Right off the bat, we have to get this idea out of our heads that there's one best AI to rule them all. That's a thing of the past. The AI market today is more like a toolbox. The smart user knows exactly which tool to pull out for which job. And you can see this specialization playing out in what real users are saying online. Over on Reddit, the consensus among developers is super clear. Like this user, Obele, puts it perfectly. Claude greater than Codex greater than Gemini, IMO. For coding, Claude is the undisputed king. But for different tasks, it's a totally different ballgame. Check out this comment from another Reddit user, Slipstreet9536, talking about Google's Gemini. They say it just gets it, like it understands what you want without you having to spell everything out perfectly. It feels more intuitive for creative stuff. So here it is, your AI cheat sheet for 2026. Seriously, you might want to screenshot this. Use ChatGPT for your quick, everyday questions and voice chats. Use Gemini when you need to do deep research or generate video. And when it comes to serious writing and coding, Claude is your go-to. But just when you thought things were settling down into this 3-way race, OpenAI played its trump card. They weren't just sitting around watching their empire crumble. Oh no, they were in the lab, building their comeback. Everybody, meet GPT-5. And trust me, this isn't just another update. It is a full-blown revolution. It was launched in August 2025, and it is OpenAI's definitive answer to this new world order and their big shot at reclaiming the throne. So what's the secret sauce? It's something called a multi-model architecture. So instead of having one giant brain trying to do everything at once, GPT-5 basically has 2 specialized brains. There's a super fast assistant for simple stuff, and then there's this deep thinking professor for the really complex problems. And here's where the magic happens. An intelligent router inside the system instantly analyzes what you're asking. Is it a simple question? Boom, it gets sent to the main model for a lightning-fast answer. Is it a complex problem? It gets routed to the thinking model for a really deep analysis. You get the best of both worlds, and you don't have to do a thing. And the raw power here is just insane. GPT-5 Pro has a 256,000 token context window. Now, a token is basically a chunk of a word. What this means in plain English is that it can analyze hundreds of pages of documents or an entire software code base in one go without forgetting what you talked about at the beginning. This is an absolute game changer for anyone who works with a ton of information.
OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, said it best. He said that using GPT-5 really feels like talking to an expert in any topic, like a PhD-level expert. The whole goal wasn't just to make it smarter, it was to make it feel like a true expert partner in whatever you're doing.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. The corporate battles, the tech, the user reviews. What does all of this actually mean for you? Let's break it all down. Here are the new rules for playing the AI game in 2026. First, forget about one winner. It's all about specialists now. Second, in the business world, Anthropic's Claude is king. Third, and most important for you, is to choose your weapon wisely based on the task. And finally, never get too comfortable, because the only constant is change, and the next big thing is always right around the corner. The crazy thing is, this race for AI dominance has no finish line. But you know what? In this kind of race, the real winner is you. You now have access to an arsenal of powerful, specialized AI tools that are better than ever before. The only question left is, which one will you choose, and what will you build with it?